It's a beautiful Thursday. Get nice and settled in for your scheduled program. Alright, Frozen Ice Productions here with another video. Been about 4 weeks since I've last spoke to you guys, and a lot has happened since then. I got a list and we got a lot to cover. A little synopsis here first of what I'm going to talk about, and we'll start diving right in. So just first off, been snow machining a lot. We're going to get into it. My dad just got a new sled. A Khoas Polaris 850. Thing rips. I got a story to tell you guys. It's kind of scary. Something scary happened. And then the war we're going to get into. It's not de-escalation. It's only escalation. So who knows with that. I'm going to go over Franky's new music video. He's just dropped. Stocks, the market, what's up with the market. Cheeto versus Sandhagen. I don't know what UFC it is. I'll look it up when I get to it, what UFC it was. I'll go over the whole card. But I watched Cheeto versus Sandhagen, and I wasn't impressed by the Cheeto. I wasn't impressed. Gym. Go over my... talk about the gym a little bit. And what else? I read this book, How to Eat to Live, and it's a really good book. We'll go over it when we get to it. And I got a new bike, a new Suzuki 250 2021. It's just bonkers. Yeah, that's Suzuki. I just bought it today. 6,500. The guy was selling it for 7,200 on the Facebook market, and I asked him. I inquired about it. I asked him, does it have electric start? Because I really want electric start. I don't really want to be kick starting. It's kind of a hassle sometimes, but he said no electric start. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't want it. I'm looking for a bike that does. Blah, blah, blah. And then he said, I can lower the price for you. A little. I said, how much is a little? And he said 6,500. I said, no problem. Done deal. I got the cash. I was talking to my uncle and a coworker, and they said, oh, you should have negotiated it down. But, I mean, 6,500... that's pretty good. I'll throw up some pictures on my channel.
Dad, call from 1.
Oh, my dad's calling me.
38.
What's going on?
Going and gone over your bike.
Oh, really? They see my bike?
Checking it out. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Can I sit on it? Oh, man. They like that.
Yeah, the 250 is nice. You know what's funny is I was just talking about that on my podcast, and I'm on record right now, and you're on speaker, and yeah.
Cool. The truth is, I think we might have lost our rides this afternoon. They're all going to be going snow machine, and I'm going to drop them off before Sandy's game, but Sosuke might be picking up his new pipes at 2. The guy's not calling him back, so I told him he could ride one of ours, and then we couldn't get ride on sled from the shop today, so he's going to ride one of ours. I think me and you were tipped up on the snow machine today because I gave the teenagers their sleds. So but whatever, you can always go out with the snowcat or something and do some filming if you want, because I'm going to be dropping them off probably about 3 o'clock up there. And I'm just going to hang around for a few minutes, and I got to get back down to Sandy's game, and I'll come up again afterwards, you know.
Well, we could shoot a little drone footage in the snowcat if you want to, or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
you should. I won't be back there. They might be done riding by that time. But if you're going to be up there, you should just kind of go out cruising with the snowcat and
Wait, is there a sled I could ride too?
I don't think so, because I gave all 3 of them up. I mean, once we stop and you're kind of hanging around, then you can jump on the Chaos and rip or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, type deal. But yeah, I'll probably be back up there about 3, just dropping them off. Okay. And I won't have long to have to get back to Sandy's game. I won't probably be back up there till 5:30 or so.
All right.
But yeah, too cool.
I'll see you. I'll be out there with the drone and the snowcat, probably.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'll give you a shot when we're heading back up.
You can wear my helmet, too. It has a GoPro mount if you want.
Oh, yeah, okay. Like you said, I don't know if I'll get to do much riding today, because I'll have to go to Sandy's game maybe tonight or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, too cool. I'll check in with you here in a while.
All right, bye.
Okay.
Where was I? That was funny. I was talking about my new bike, and my dad calls me about the new bike. That's pretty funny. But yeah, that thing is badass. I can't wait to rip it. It has studs in the tires already. Pretty good for winter. I could rip it out in the snow, but it's icy out, you don't want to be taking chances. I cannot wait for summer, for the snow to melt, to get out there on the trails with it and ride. Yeah. And this new book, How to Eat to Live, it's this African doctor, I want to say, and really religious. I can't remember the religion, but it's Allah. He praises to Allah. I think it's Muslim. But he swears by veggies and fruits, which is really the healthiest you can eat, healthiest stuff, veggies and fruits. And sometimes some good meat, like lamb, good steak. Those are good meats. Chicken, he says, is bad. No chicken. What else does he claim is bad? All the processed foods in boxes is bad. And the sugar, bad. And all those foods create mucus. And really, what you're trying to do with eating fruit and vegetables is clearing out your mucus in your body, is what the book is trying to get to, and being the healthiest in and out you can be. And I've recently, stuff like steaks I'm gonna eat. He says meat needs to be cooked twice and stuff, bread needs to be cooked twice, but I'm not doing that, I'll still eat my steak and the chicken and stuff at restaurants. But he also emphasizes something along the lines of he eats 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day is what he emphasizes. And then once you do that, then you can do 2 meals a day, and then, or 1 meal every 2 days. And after that is 1 meal every 3 days. Is what he says. You won't get sick. No illnesses if you can eat once every 3 days. Which I believe if you can get there. But for me, I'm trying to just get down to 1 big meal a day with fruits, veggies, and meats of some kind. I'm staying away from snacking and the sugars. I can only get to 2 meals a day. One at 10:30, 11, 12, and then another meal at 4, 5, 6-ish. So that's what I've been trying to do, is just trying to get down to 1 meal a day. And it really helps my body not snacking throughout the day and just sticking to the meals, because it lets me digest the food and it just feels way better. And eating fruit makes me feel so good. Some good cantaloupe, watermelon, pineapple, banana, apple, mango, nectarine, all that. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and more. There's so much fruit out there, and you can eat it raw. That's one of the only foods, and vegetables like and all in your veggies, like carrots. Carrots. I don't know about chili peppers. Those are vegetables. Carrots, celery, all that veggie, good stuff. Lettuce. Some veggies are bad for you though. Watch out. They'll get you. But I've been feeling so good. I feel so energized and clear-headed is what I feel when I'm not bogged up with bad junk food, and it's a difference. I can tell. When I do eat like shit, I can tell. But you guys gotta go check out that book, How to Eat to Live, by, let's see, let me go to my books. How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad. How to Eat to Live. That's a good book for you guys to go check out. I would. And I'm ready for summer to begin. Summer needs to start. It started. It's like 40, 30 degrees. About to go shoot some drone footage outside. And we're going to have fun, warming up. I cannot wait to be mowing the lawns. And for the market to come back. The market's going to come back, I feel like, this summer. Usually in the summer it's not hot, but the market's been cooled off for about a year and a half, 2 years almost, of just slow market. And we'll see what happens. I'm getting bigger at the gym. Got my beach body ready. You know what I mean? What else we got to talk about? And yeah, beach body going. I've been going to the gym a lot recently. Every day. I don't really skip a day. I don't try to. Some days I'll skip a day. I won't try to skip a day, but something will come up and then I'll end up skipping a day, and it's like gives me a good rest day because I don't take rest days. It's either upper body day or lower body day, and I alternate between each day. So today it was lower body, tomorrow it's going to be upper body, and I'm feeling good, feeling great, feeling loose. It's all going good at the gym. And I love playing basketball there. Love it. I'm getting so good. I feel like I should be like a NCAA starting lineup, winning the March Madness tournament. That good, But who knows? So, I was at Brewster's. I can't remember. I think it was last Saturday or something on the weekend. And Cheeto versus Sandhagen comes on right when I'm getting my top sirloin steak with mashed potatoes and the veggies, the chef veggies. Cheeto Vera Corey Sandhagen. UFC. Let's look it up. UFC 286. It was UFC. What? Oh, it wasn't even a UFC? Fight Night Cheeto. UFC. Why can't I find it? Oh, okay, it was a UFC on ESPN, Vera versus Sandhagen. Let's go to the prelims. preliminary. Oof. Right off the bat, 4 fights canceled on prelims. Crazy. First fight, Victor Altamirano versus Vinicius Salvador. Victor got it done. CJ Vergara, Daniel Da Silva. CJ Vergara won KO, TKO. I don't know any of these people. Trevin Giles won against Preston Parsons. Lucas Alexander won decision against Steven. Okay, so here's the onto the main card. We had another cancel. Okay, Daniel Pineda against Tucker Lutz. Daniel Pineda got the job done, submitted Tucker within the second round. Next fight, Albert Duraev versus Cheetah Njakuani. Albert got it done. Macy Barber, I didn't watch any of these fights, but we'll get into the Cheeto fight. Macy Barber versus Anderley. Macy got it done. Nate beat Austin Lingo. Holly Holm, Holly Holm fight, I didn't even see that. She got it done versus Yana Santos. And then we had Marlon versus Cheeto. Marlon versus Cheeto. Did I say it? I might have said Cheeto got it done, but Corey Sandhagen got it done versus Marlon Cheeto. Because Marlon, he looks so sluggish. Let's look at the total strikes. Holy cow. Total strikes. Corey Sandhagen had 378 strikes versus 177 strikes Cheeto had. And the percentage, Corey had 49%, Cheeto had 41%. So crazy. Oh, takedowns. Corey had 12 takedown attempts, got 3 of them. Cheeto only had 1 attempt, didn't even get it. So Corey Sandhagen was like a train derailed in Ohio. No one could contain him that night. Well, Cheeto couldn't contain him that night. Sugar Sean O'Malley probably could knock him out and within the first round, but that's just special talent. Corey Sandhagen was moving like a god. Like a god. Cheeto looked slow. He was just sitting here doing this. Something was up with Cheeto. Like he was hurt coming into the fight. He didn't really want to get more injured. He kind of stayed hunkered down. Didn't do much. Stayed like a Peter Yan almost style. And I knew Corey Sandhagen was going to win. It just was easy pickings. Corey was too fast for Cheeto, and Cheeto doesn't know what to do with fast people yet. He's lucky he got in a fight with Sean and got his nerve. Lucky. So, the stock market. The stocks. Recently, my accounts have went like this. And that's because I'm trying to learn how to short. The market's been choppy, but it's starting to turn around. Since November last year, 2022, in November, we've gotten stocks that are excuse me. We've gotten stocks that are going up. Whole market's been rallying since November, and it's looking like it's not going to stop. The Fed printed 300 billion. Oh, I got 10 more minutes. So, what happened with the Fed? We'll talk about it. The Fed was tightening for 2 years, since 2020, 1-ish, tightening, restricting the money supply out of the market. It's been the most liquidity drawn from the market ever. So that's why I've been just trying to learn how to short, trading super small, not forcing it anymore because I can't. I got to get used to the new patterns that are setting up on the short side, and then I can maybe start increasing my size from there. But I've been super consistent lately with shorting every single day, making 10, 20, 30 bucks. Today I made 50, which was solid. PYSX, recent pump. Got some shares to short in the morning, and just laid some shares on the market in the morning, and it went down after the little failed follow-through setup. So you guys got to really start learning the market. Go to Investors Underground, YouTube, type it in, and get to learn it. You know, you really got to learn the market out there. But I just see in the future in the market, next 6 months to a year, a slow grind up. Consolidation sideways for maybe a couple more years, and we might break out if the Fed keeps on this fight. But a lot of stuff is escalating in the world. We got escalation everywhere in the world. Russia, Ukraine, China, Taiwan. China just made its first deal to France in natural gas with yuan. First in history, Saudi Arabia inked a deal with China for oil. And we'll see what happens. China's making their run for that global superpower, and I think where it's going to come down is Taiwan in the next 5 years or so. It'll determine the next 100 years, maybe. But no de-escalation. We're getting U.S. drones shot down in the Black Sea. Why are U.S. drones in the Black Sea? I mean, maybe we supplied Ukraine with those drones, but I'm not too sure on the fine details. So why didn't they say it was a Ukrainian U.S. drone? It came out as a U.S. drone, and it was doing laps in the Black Sea, right next to no-fly zone, Russia's no-fly zone. They got Crimea right there. They just sent some jets out, shot it down. Well, actually, there was a video of it spraying fuel, dumping fuel on the U.S. drone, and then it hit it. The plane hit the drone, ended up falling it. Russians recovered it. Now, reverse engineering all that technology. So, we'll see what happens. Moldova, we're getting Ukrainian, killed a Moldovan on the border, uncalled for. That's just more escalation there. And then now we got talks of Belarus is going to store Russian nukes there. And U.S. officials just said today on Twitter, I just seen it 20 minutes ago, to any U.S. citizens in Russia, leave immediately. That's what they said. We'll see what happens. Who knows what's going to happen in the next week or 2 weeks or month or 6 months with this war. It's not de-escalation, it's only escalation. We'll see, you know. We'll see what happens with this war. And we, Chase, Franky Deluxe, me, Cameron, and Eric got together and we shot a Come Together music video. Was the name, Come Together, and it was just all about coming together. I was Putin, there was Trump, Kim Jong-un. We're at the table negotiating our deals, trying to take over the world, and Franky Deluxe comes in and makes and makes us all come together. Yeah, great vibe. It was a good set. Great visuals. Everything went according to plan. Go check it out. Come Together. Franky Deluxe on YouTube. You guys will like it. Just set it up in my garage. A little setup with the black sheets in the back, and laid down some black sheets on the floor with a table, a map, and a globe, and some masks. That's all you really need for a good music visual. You need to spend a little bit for your music videos, or it's not going to have any concept. You got to have a concept that ties together visually with what you are saying. I personally think. And what we're trying to do is be the best. What else we got to talk about? Sledding. My dad got a new sled. Shit is crazy. Off the charts. Nitro boosted, probably. Freaking 1,000 cc's, 850 cc's. And I took it for a little wall ride around the berm. We just had a wall ride, like, there was a berm, like, angled like this around, like a 180 berm almost. So I had my visor on, foggy visor, iced up, and I couldn't see that well, but I seen there was a berm, and it looked like a great little slope I could get on, then ride around and get down. Looked very easy to do, very simple. I should have brought my water. My mouth is so dry. So looked very easy to do. And I started on the wall ride, really simple, and then I got about a little ways up, and I tried to get back down, but I couldn't, so I had to get back on the gas. I hit a little jump or a bump or something. I hit a bump, sends me off the snow machine. I get ejected off the snow machine, roll down below the snow machine, and I'm getting back up. All of a sudden I get pinned back down, and I roll back over. Pin down, roll back over, boom. Just like that. The sled's on top of me. I'm seeing the front of the sled. The throttle is locked, so the track is going 1,000 miles per hour right by my feet. Good thing my feet didn't get caught up in that. I didn't get sucked down underneath. Inches away. Throttle was pinned. I dig out the snow around me so I can get enough leverage to lift it up. I finally get it lifted up, and that allows the throttle to come out. I shut it off and I got out of there. Most scariest thing that's ever happened to me. 15 minutes before that, me and my dad were talking about that one guy that just passed away, Ken Block, from riding the new sleds, getting trapped underneath, and that's what happened to me. I literally thought that when I was trapped underneath, and it was the scariest thing. My adrenaline was going. I can feel it now just talking about it. It was really scary, but the next day I took it easy and I conquered it. And I needed that. But the next day I took it and I conquered it, got it done, and I feel really good about how I wrote it the second day. So that's about all the topics I gotta talk about. Been a crazy 4 weeks. I hope you guys really focused on your goals during those 4 weeks. Really lived life, loved instead of hate. persevere instead of bring down. Life is all about growth and development. So if you're not growing, you're not developing. You heard it here first. Frozen Ice Productions, episode I don't know. It'll be in the description. Like, comment, sub. YouTube fam. Deuces.